things that they wanted and that we hope is going to continue at North High School. And I want to pay tribute to what I've seen at North High School since I first was here, and that is the tradition of excellence they have stood for and continue to maintain. That's, of course, a tribute to the student body and teachers who work with them, and without that combination, we would not have that tradition of excellence. Like the new school, which will not be finished until the second semester. When we first arrived, this particular area right here was a mound of dirt. And the school had been built around mechanic arts, and as our first, just a matter of sharing this with you, I think you find this interesting, teachers in particular, and some musicians as well. Our first band room was room 41. Imagine holding a band in that classroom. Our first choir room was room 39. And so we watched this auditorium and the gymnasium grow in that first semester. We had our meeting in here where I was chairman of the school committee for the song, the mascot, all that sort of thing. Mr. Meadows appointed me to do that. And I remember having an assembly in here where we presented 3 different choices of songs to the student body. They had a ballot. We wrote words to those songs, and we then gave them an option for what we would call the Green and White and the North Huskies from the north. The school corporation had named the school North, and then we thought about what would go with all of that, and of course you know all of the answers of how we developed all of those things related to the word North. And that was a part of that first committee that was made up of faculty, and they were a wonderful committee and did a great deal of thinking and planning about that. Our all-school musical was a tradition that began, and Mr. Meadows was a great innovator in that respect. He expected that the entire school, he wanted to be involved. The T&I program built our sets, the art department decorated the sets. We had our polo players and our drama people who worked on technical crews and all that sort of thing. The music students provided the music, and we had an all-school event, and it was certainly a prideful thing for all of us when we gave a musical as an entire school. And it was a unique thing in that day because all areas in the school, all disciplines had their day, and we were all very supportive of each other. And everybody was interested, and I have to say that I really appreciate Mrs. Bernhardt, who's really continued to carry on that kind of faculty tradition that began in 1956. What a wonderful thing she's done for this school. We have achieved a great deal of excellence, and we have had newspaper articles written about our music program. We've had reviews of our musicals, which is not done anymore, and I think it was a great tradition that we had established here at the beginning. It has been carried on, and I'm proud of that as I've watched it grow. I want to thank the school corporation for their wisdom in renovating North High School, and particularly the Performing Arts Center, which I feel is second to none. And I'd like to recognize the man who really was responsible for this, who listened and did his homework very well, Mr. Jack Kinkle and his associates. I don't know if Mr. Kinkle is here. He was invited to come tonight, and he may have had other things that took his evening. But I think what a great man and what he has done for North High School in this Performing Arts Center. It's a real credit to him. As we pay final tribute this evening to North and this great space, with the sounds of music, I think there's no more appropriate way to do that. I would encourage you this evening, as we're going to begin by singing the school song, Across the Way. And I would really encourage you to sing it. It has sort of evolved now that we just sort of stand and clap when we hear the school song. But there are words to that. We wrote those words, and I want you to join in with me one final time in this sing that school song. We also have a school hymn that I hope the students will continue to be familiar with. And then following that school song, we're going to do the great battle hymn, the great classic Battle Hymn of the Republic, in which I want to turn to you in one section and ask you to join with me in singing. I think you'll recognize what to do, and we're going to sing with this great mass chorus and orchestra this evening. With these final sounds of music, I want you to think back on all that we have shared and remember the words of the great Oscar Hammerstein, who, in The Sound of Music, said these things. I want you to remember them as we leave this auditorium tonight. A bell is no bell till you ring it. A song is no song till you sing it. And love in your heart wasn't put there to stay. Love isn't love till you give it away. We've done it over and over in music performance, in athletic performances. The things that we love, we've shared with the public and the community as well. And I wanted one final time ask you to think about that. I appreciate very much all of you who have come this evening and all the musicians who are here. I particularly appreciate the North community and the parents who have done so much to support these students in this school. And throughout this history of North High School, without that strong parent support and those wonderful families that contributed children to North High School, we would not be where we are today. Thank you very much. Let's join together in the school song.